February 1st, 2024. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. And what are we going to talk about? Kansas City, Independence, Missouri. We're going to talk about the crime. We're going to talk about the drugs. And we're going to talk about the homeless. And first thing we're going to talk about here is those three guys that died. I guess they just got a little bit of information about that toxicology report. And it looks like it was like 6 substances that these guys were using mixed. But maybe the main thing was what they were saying was maybe cocaine. That's not surprising here in Kansas City because it's a major thing. It's brought in here into Kansas City. Now, if you guys remember a long time back, I talked about this. I went down to this bar that was down here about a mile and a half down the road. It was called Doc Holliday's. And actually the mob was operating out of it. Now, I didn't know that at first. I actually went down there. I went down there because they had some good bands and went down there to dance. I was going through a divorce. And there was 3 different groups of them. There was a black group, there was an Italian group, and then there was a Latin group. And but they pretty much all kept the peace down there. Everything was pretty much kept quiet. There was a guy that actually ran the whole show that was over all the bouncers. He went by the name of Cowboy. But that wasn't his real name. But he wore a hat like a cowboy. But they did a little bit of everything down there. And one night I went down there to see a band, and it was early. It was still daylight because this was a 3 a.m. bar. It didn't even get moving until after midnight. And the thing of it was, this guy had come in from Texas. Well, he'd come from Mexico, across the border from Mexico into Texas, up through, I guess, Oklahoma. And he said he had been going for 3 days. He hadn't ate nothing for 3 days when he got in there. But he brought brought a laptop satchel, basically, like what you'd carry your laptop in. And it was full of cocaine. And like I say, Kansas City is a major player. But that place there and the one right next door to it brings in lots of the drugs here into Kansas City. Both those biker places there, real heavy. And it's like everybody's like real surprised, like, oh, there's a lot of stuff that goes on here in Kansas City. Well, we got more stuff going on here over in my area, so I thought we'd talk about that a little bit. We got more booming. Now we got dirt bikes going up and down the street racing. And then we even had one of those squatter trucks going back up with 3 in a row, playing Latin music. We're definitely going to show that. But then, like I say, this funnels back to some of the bikers. Now, not all bikers are bad guys, but some of them are. And that's where all this kind of, it's all intertwined here in Kansas City. So, I got this one guy also that comes down the street. He actually was on my property. I've already notified him not to be on my property. He's got a dog that he walks down here. It's like Spuds McKenzie. He looks German. He's bald headed. He lives over here off Willis in that area. Why he's got to come over and do that, I don't know. As long as he stays on the other side, I don't have a problem. But tonight he come down the street again, and I noticed as this all starts when I had them racing up and down with it. It's like, they want to control everything all over the place here, this whole area. Interesting. I'm going to show that, and I'm going to show this Latin group going up the street. We've had more Latins move in over here. I mean, we got some over here now that are, 6, 8, 10 different people in these houses over here. Up the street today, there was some guys. There's a couple of houses up there, and they're rentals. And there's some guys some of these people are drugged out. Some of them that they're using, they're jittery. They pace around in circles and do different things. There's a construction place, kind of house up not too far, and then there's one that's called the God's House. It's supposedly that guy, he supposedly got a cleaning business. But there was a guy pacing around out here. And some of this stuff is, it's not normal. You don't see people do stuff like that over and over and over again. Now I get out there and I do my Tai Chi. You guys might see me if you go by my house. You might see I got two white sticks in my hands, and I practice Tai Chi with it. Kind of disperses all that bad negative energy. But anyway, I'm going to show some of this, guys, and crazy stuff. Oh yeah, and there's a group of people standing down here off NorthFleet by 40 Highway by Salvador's, and across the way in the dark. I mean, out in the street. I don't get it, guys. I mean, too much stuff going on, too crazy stuff here in Kansas City. But anyway, let's get started. Okay, guys, we'll just start down here at Salvador's down here. See if I can darken this down. Maybe you can see those people. What was going on here, I don't know. It didn't look like there was that many people were at Salvador's there. But whole bunch of people standing in a buffalo stance out here on NorthFleet and 40 Highway here. Independence needs to be rolling back through. They need to be driving through here because there's a lot of stuff going on. And like I said, I'm going to show several different things here. A lot of crazy stuff. And next thing I'll do, I'll show that, we'll show the squatter truck here. It was sitting down at NorthFleet, just sitting down there booming. Yeah, because they're trying to take over the areas here. A lot of these people do not have homes. They're renting them. And they're pushing this agenda here that try to get everybody out that does own a home. Well, I own my home. It's paid for. Actually, I had to pay an extra $1,000 to Jackson County. So at least Jackson County drove down this afternoon when I was out there in front doing my Tai Chi. They actually went down there right down 47th Street, Jackson County Sheriff. So hold on, guys. I got this to show. Okay, guys, let me play this. They were sitting down there booming for a couple minutes before they come up the street. Well, that's a low right. Let's see if we can brighten that up a little bit. Oh, that's a 4-door. That's a. I mean, not a low rider. That's a squatter because it's kind of down in the tail end. It's kind of low in front though too. So. And they're running in threes. Well, there you go, guys. I talk about it 1, 2, 3 a.m. They come up and down the street, these vehicles, all the time. And if it's not that, it's the bikers running in threes like that. There might be a couple bikes and then 2 SUVs. They like those the bikers like the Tahoes. But let's go back here. Do this one more time, guys. So hold on. Okay, guys, here comes those Spuds McKenzie with the dog there and stuff. Now, he's come all the way. He actually come up on my driveway, and I told him, I said, stay off my driveway. That's why I don't like to see. But before this, there was several dirt bikes going up and down, up and down. And it's all intertwined with the bikers and the rest because it's intertwined with the drugs they're dealing over here and stuff. So hold on. And this is another shot from one of my other cameras. I mean, they're not bright. I mean, some of these people pulling stuff that they do. I mean, you don't walk up on people's property. I mean, if this guy stays over on that side, don't have a problem at all. But Don't want him up on my property. And this guy, he actually, this has happened several times. I actually drove around trying to see it. He lives over there off Willis over there. Why they're coming over in this area, I don't know. Willis has always been bad for crime. I had to go over there when I was in middle school, and there were some bad people over in that area. I mean, they would set even the seats on fire on the school buses and stuff, tear them, rip them up and stuff. One guy over here, he broke the front of the windshield of the school bus, Raytown school bus, with a battery off Willis. So these people off Willis this is not a good neighborhood. You'll hear people say, oh, this is a good neighborhood. I talked to actually Independence Police one night. I said, oh, I used to live over there. It's like, that's not bad. It's like, well, I've lived here all my entire life, and it's not been good over here in this area. And there's been a lot of problems with these people over there. Now, there's some city employees over there, too. I think that live over there. But I don't know. It's, like I say, it's not good. But wanted to show that real quick. Now, hold on. See if I can find that pacing up the street here. These guys, they're carrying 2x4s. I went out there and I had something. I was washing off a couple things. I'm getting ready to do some other work in my kitchen here because I'm going to paint it. And these guys, they were carrying around 2x4s. And there was one guy that was pacing around the whole yards, going through the yards in circles. I'll show that real quick, too. You talk about crazy stuff here in Independence and Kansas City. It's here. So hold on. Okay, guys. This is up the street from me. And I don't know if you can see this guy, he's walking around. He's just walking around and, I walk down to the edge of my driveway when they're doing weird stuff. Yeah, I do walk down to the edge and see what they're doing, but this is weird. I'm going to speed this up, let you guys see this. Now I'm advancing at a slow pace. Watch this. And like I say, some of these people are strung out on stuff. Some of these guys got some working and stuff. Weird stuff. Oh yeah, that's what I'd want to do is hire somebody in construction to work on my home or do something else like that. I do all my own work anyway, but this was just nuts. And there it goes again. And there, crazy stuff. No, that was just a bicyclist going down the street. Not the dirt bikes. But they pace. I mean, before this, there was two guys that had 2x4s that was standing out there in the street. I don't know, man. Some of the stuff that goes on over here, like I said, I want everybody to see this because some of this stuff is funky over here in Independence. I don't know. Weird. Very weird stuff. So hold on. Okay, guys. Now you can see those guys. I'm going to go rewind this one more time, let you see this. And these were the other guys that was carrying the 2x4s and stuff.